Hey, happy new year 2025. We welcome you. We made it, y'all. We made it to 2025. My name is Lynette, and I am reading in the January 2025 issue of the Love Exquisite Magazine. I'm reading in the section titled For the Love of Relationships. And the article that I'm reading, excuse me, these are unedited. And I should have got some water before I got started, but it's okay. I'm going to get through it. The article is titled The Best of You. The Best of You. And here we go. In relationships, it could be easy to become complacent and take your mate's presence in your life for granted when you think that he or she will always be with you. With this mindset, you might feel like you don't have to put your best foot forward to keep your mate happy and content with you. Sometimes we forget the things that we did in the beginning of the relationship to win their heart. Or we get comfortable and lazy and stop doing things that we used to do to contribute to our mate's happiness. Or things might have occurred in the relationship that may have changed the way that you feel about your mate. Nevertheless, because you choose to still stay with your mate, your person, you choose to stay there, it is your responsibility to give your mate your best self, the best of you. You don't have to be perfect. No one is. However, just like you have to perform well to keep a good job, to be a success, you have to perform well. It's that same performance that is required in your relationship. So, to be successful at it, your mate expects you to do your best. Be the best partner that you can be in your relationship. So I'm going to say that again because it's important, and oftentimes I get tongue-tied, especially when I'm passionate about a topic. So give your best self. That's what I'm saying. So in your relationship, just like you have to perform well on your job to be a success at it, your mate expects you to do the best you can do as a partner in your relationship. So the best that you can do, and that the best that you can do looks different for everybody because you have different skill sets and different thought processes. So don't give your mate the bare minimum is basically what I'm saying, and think that he or she will remain happy with you. Although they may stay with you, it doesn't mean that they're happy there. And I know that sounds dumb, like if they're not happy, why would they stay? Because sometimes your heart wants what the heart wants, and it's not always easy to just pick up and leave, especially if that's your person and that's who you want to do life with. So don't give the bare minimum. Give yourself fully and give the best of you to your mate. In any relationship, we both have needs. Male and females have needs. So in a relationship, each of us have needs. So it's not just about one person when you're in a relationship. It's not just about one person when you are in a relationship. It is not only about you. That's what we forget. It's not only about you when you're in a relationship. A relationship is a union. It's two people. Traditionally it is a two-person relationship. So it's about both people. It's not just about you. That's what I'm saying. So you have to consider the needs, the thoughts, and the feelings of your mate as well. Mediocrity is not the goal to any relationship. Give your mate the best of you, not what's left of you. Give your mate the best of you, not the rest of you. After you've done this, after you've done that, give your mate your best. So when you think about your life goals, do you think from an I perspective or do you think from a we perspective? Because that's important. So a lot of times says, I have hopes and dreams. I have to do this or I want to do this. But when you're in a relationship, do you consider yourself as a team? Do you say we want to do this. These are our future goals and not just my future goals. Not just I. It's not just I. It's about we. It's about us. That's important. So meaning, is your mate incorporated into your life goals? Do you incorporate your mate in your life goals? Or only because only single people should have an I perspective. Like it is all about me. It is all about you, when you don't consider anyone else. That's a single person's mentality, not a person that's in a relationship. So when you're in a relationship, the goals of your life should include the plans that you have for us. Include me in your plans. So if your mate is not included in your plans, this is something that you really have to think about. If your mate is not included in your plans, he or she might feel like they don't have a meaningful purpose in your life. It is your responsibility to make your mate feel included in your life goals. If you plan to build a future with that person, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Your mate does not want a reason to complain. We don't want a reason to complain. So don't give us that reason. Don't give us a reason to complain. If you give us ammo, we're going to use it, so don't give us the ammo. Put your best foot forward and give your mate your best self. That's what I'm saying. So again, your mate does not want a reason to complain about what you're not doing with them or what you're not saying or how you're not making them feel. You know what I mean? We don't want that. We don't want to complain. We don't want to have a reason. So don't give us one. Don't look at an open and honest communication. So this is important too. So when your mate does come to you and express themselves, is what I'm trying to say, and they say, well, I wish that we could spend more time together, or don't look at it as they're complaining. Don't look at it as a nag. Just look at it as communication, because that is what it is. It's open and honest communication. It's them telling you how they feel about your relationship experience and what's going on in the relationship, as well as what they need from you. So it's not that they're nagging you, it's that they're saying, babe, I want us to spend more time together, if that's what it is that they're talking about. You always have to listen, because again, all the things a person won't do, there's somebody right there just waiting to jump in. So but he or she wants that person to be you, so don't look at it as a complaint or a nag. It is open and honest communication. So pay attention to that. It's important. So again, don't look at open and honest communication as of needs as a nag or a complaint. When he or she expresses their feelings and tell you what they need from you as it relates to the relationship, don't get defensive. Listen instead. Listen. Instead of giving your mate what's left of you, give your mate the best of you. Anything that you put 100% consistency into usually works. You hear me? Anything you put 100% consistency into usually works. Are you giving your mate the best of you? Or are you giving your mate the rest of you? What you have left after you've given yourself to so many other things. So are you giving your mate your time, your presence? That sometimes that's all they need is your presence, your heart, your attention, your money, your love, your communication, your sex, your intimacy. Are you giving your mate that, or are you putting those energies elsewhere? Are you putting the energy into everything else other than your mate? That if you are, that's called neglect and abandonment. So you really want to focus on putting the time in. Give your mate the best of you. If you still want your mate to stay with you and be happy, if you are still with your mate, unless you're single. So if you're single, rock out. Do you. But if you're dating or you're seeing somebody that you're interested in, it is just as important as that you give your best self. Just as important when you're dating and courting somebody that you want to be a part of your life. You have to put that time in. Otherwise, they're going to think that you're not interested or you're not fully invested in developing a relationship. And in that instance, I would say just let it go. Let that person meet someone else who is willing to put that time in. So if you are still with your mate, then a part of you feels like he or she deserves to be in your life. So if you're still with that person, a part of you feel like they deserve to be in your life. So all I'm saying is treat them accordingly. If you feel like they deserve your time, your energy, your love, your attention, your communication, your intimacy, treat them accordingly. Give your mate the best of you. If you are unsure about what giving the best of you means, make sure that you listen to the article that I wrote in the Love Exquisite Magazine in the November 2019 issue. You can find it on the Love Exquisite LLC YouTube channel as well, and in the past issues of the magazine. Again, it's in the November 19th issue of the Love Exquisite Magazine, and it's titled, Are You Doing Your Best? So make sure you listen to that as well. And give your mate, the moral of this whole article is to give your mate your best self. Thank you for listening. Don't give them the rest of you or what's left of you. Give them the best of you. They deserve it.